Hey guys, welcome back to some World of Warcraft. Today's video, we're going to be looking at the delve, the street side sludge, sluice, almost like juice. So we're going to go in here as tier 6. Now, I finished tier 5 yesterday, going in as tier 6. You can see we have the bountiful coffer, we have the companion experience. Now, with Bron in here, Bron is being run as a damage dealer. I might have to step it up pretty soon to actually build him as a tank, and also changing out his skills and abilities to have a little bit more utility within here itself. Now within here, we have built out, and really we have a couple different quests. So remote teleporter, I'm wondering if I just jump into the sludge, what this looks like. Now this is the first time that we have done this one specifically. So I haven't run through here. We haven't seen exactly what we're getting into. And I also don't know what it's going to look like being on the higher tier, but I'm hoping as a paladin and as a protection paladin at that we're going to be able to get through here. So right off the bat, we find some resource, or we find some enemies right out of the gate. Now you can see this looks almost electrified. I'm wondering, it tells me to step onto this, and right there's a chest. What do we have in here right off the bat? We do get some stolen goods. All right, so we jump on there. It teleports us, it looks like up to a second level. Got a couple more mobs up here. Let's get the AoE. Let's get our defenses up, which is what we're trying to do here. We'll go ahead and get a judgment. Boom. Knock out our shield. And you can see, guys, there's a monkey running around. There's usually a little dinosaur running around with Bran in here. It's really cool. I got to make sure you can see right there. We did have a cast. Making sure that we're interrupting these can save us a lot between Bron and myself. We know there will be a lot of interrupts that do go down. Saving the shield right here. Boom. Let's go ahead and take the one out. And there's our little egg. Now that, of course, does have our dinosaur, our bronze dinosaur in there. Bron just got shot. We can't do it well in combat. What are we in combat from? I'm thinking I'm in combat because of him. There we go. Couple more experience. Let's see. Let's look at the map and see kind of where we have to go in here. It looks like it's showing back down here. Again, trying to see where the mobs are. So there we go. We got a couple right here, and I'm going to have to pay attention to the healing because it looks like we are getting shot from over this way. And again, 6 might be a little bit too high, staying out of those. Let's get some healing in here. And I'm almost wondering, and if you do know, guys, should I go in here and have Bron actually set him up as a healer? We got a respawn location right there, which seems pretty quick. Last time we were almost done with the entire run before we found that respawn point. There is +1 life. So we do have the Explorer League up here. Looks like he threw some extra damage on there. All right, we got a couple more, and let's pull. Yeah, I don't want to just go ahead, but let's see if we can get a heal out of here. Yeah, we got all the traps up. Gonna have to make sure that I do make the most use of these. There's the Seek and Destroy. I'm assuming this isn't going to be too good, but we also got to make sure we do have the crowd control going on in here. And there's our lightning turret. So we put up a lightning turret. Let's grab this chest. I don't want to forget this one. And we're 33% in here from defusing the operation. A remote teleporter. You know what? I think I can pull these guys. Again, I want to take some time. I want to get the AoE up here. I want to get my defenses up. We can actually grab this. Get a little bit more of our damage going on here. Get them both together. Boom. That is such a massive, massive damage. Make sure we keep our shield up. And both of them went to pretty easy. So it is upgrade. I think we're going to take what damage? Yeah, it looks like through here we might have to take a little bit of damage, but it comes out pretty quick. Then a couple more mobs. Let's get our AoE up. I see one other mob that we kind of left back there. Got the Consecration up, got the Shield of Righteousness up. Again, making sure that we're keeping the healing, crowd controlling what we can. And I do like Bron as a damage dealer. I feel like in here as a Pally, he does make a big difference when it comes to how much damage he's putting out in these formations. There we go. All right, so we got another chest here. Looks like we have another treasure crab over there. Some more stolen goods, and I think we can avoid this little guy to our right. It looks like we do have some treasure down here. Anytime that we can pick up some more EXP in here. There we go, a good chunk, and he's almost leveled up, guys. He is on, there we go. So complete 10 quests, so we did level up. I think we're back to, oh, this is back to the ground floor. Okay, let's take this little guy out. I'm assuming they're going to die pretty quick. Going to destroy, there we go. Bomb goes down. All right, so let's see if we can use this teleport. It can't do it while moving. Where's this going to teleport us to? Oh, so it took us back to, looks like where we are. Can we just jump over here? But I think that's where we entered. Got a lot of slime down that way. Let's see what we got on this side. So we know that's the waypoint, but I thought there was a teleporter right here. And also, yeah, we got some stairs going up. Couple more. Connected friend. There we go. So got some crowd control. Even though we can't interrupt that. Get up the consecration. Let's get our shield up there. Calling my agent. Uh-oh. Anything on the ground. Pretty much want to stay out of this one. Looks like he did bring a friend in here. We do have that Word of Glory up. Got the AoE. Oh, I thought that big guy was coming. There we go. So we got two little friends here. Try to get another heal up. And that's really cool looking at those assault bots in the back. Yeah, damage-wise, it seems like we are trying, and I mean, we've been farming up a lot of gear through here. Trying to farm up, trying to get a lot of higher level gear. So let's collect up this one. We have one more on this side. I'm wondering if we can just pull them through. The Punchy Thug. There we go. So there is our little bouncing crowd control guy. I got the Punchy Thug down. All right, another pack over here. Pull them, get the AoE going. Again, get the shield up. Bran has a lot of AoE going on in here. Good, two more Punchy Thugs coming in. I think they were a pathing unit. That monkey is just going crazy over there. Righteousness up. All right, let's grab both these chests. Then it looks like we have a couple more mobs on this side. We are at 85%. I like these delves. It's pretty cool how quick you can kind of run through these. And you can also run them solo. Again, got some more Punchy Thugs over here. Look at those hammers just flying in. Get up our defenses. Again, sitting them just in this AoE. All right, so we got the first part done. Now, Grave Gear Slain. Hey, there's a bonus chest. A little bit more for our chunk of EXP. Size increased by 20%, maximum health by 10, and damage and healing by 6. Yeah, I will definitely take up that chest. Where's our boss? We have another chest right there, which again, I don't know if we need. I'm assuming the boss is probably right here in the bottom. Let's pick all these guys up. Oh, I gotta lock the toolbar. That was a fail. Bopper bot. Doing quite a bit of damage for the Bopper bot. Don't want to stand in that whirlwind that we had going on. You're going to have to do a little bit of healing here. All right, so one more chest. Teleport, of course, going to take us back. Assuming, no, that is a unique. All right, so we want to take that one out because that is going to give us some pretty good loot in here. We had a treasure crab that we found last time in here too. Again, let's get that up. Sure, we're getting the judgment. We want to make sure the judgment's up. That way when we're casting our big damage dealing abilities, we know we're maximizing the damage we got. Think-wise, absolutely loving the Paladin. Boom, got a heal right there. Gave us a potion. I can throw out a silence potion. There we go. We'll take a silence potion. And so where are we going from here? Like a little bit down and probably to the middle. Yep, that looks like the final one. Got a little chest hiding down here. Can't pick any of that up. But I think it's going to be some of our popping some cooldowns. Yeah, don't want to die in this one. Pull them into some traps, which I don't think makes a big difference. Again, stay out of the stuff on the floor. We'll kite them around the room a little bit. Get the AoE back up. Got a pretty strong shield there. Starting to cover a lot more of the floor. This might get a little bit interesting if we're not taking him down. He has a lot of HP. Oh, so we're moving him into some of these potions. Yeah, so Brandon's taking a lot of damage in this one. Yeah, I don't even know if we have enough to get him through everything. Oh, the first part disappeared. And keeping that damage up. Here comes Dinosaur as soon as we break that egg. Let's bring the Dinosaur out. I don't want him to die that quick. I'm hoping some of this is kind of disappearing. The Hammer of Justice here. Yeah, it is disappearing. I'm going to say, if not, we're going to be stuck right after this one. All right, we almost got him down. There we go. 300 Delver's Journey. Look at that with all of our achievements. Very, very cool. And yeah, there's that little blue potion. I'm not sure where is the treasure room. There's treasure down here. I don't want to miss the treasure. That is free XP for Bran. There we go. Resonating crystal for me. All right, treasure room, I'm assuming, is back here. Yep, there we go. Our bountiful treasure kind of tucked in this little corner. A lot more Valor Stones. And there is a new curio. Some more Undercoins. And then this one, of course, locked. We do not have the key. Nemesis Strongbox. Some more Valor Stones. Like a couple other things. The Resonating Crystal and a Sturdy Chest. We picked up quite a bit out of this run. A couple more gold there. Don't want to miss that. Very cool, guys. So unfortunately, we don't have the Bountiful Call for key. That's okay, because we got through this one pretty quick, actually. Right around 15 minutes for these. And I do, again, like going through here. They're really cool to see. They're really fun to actually run through. Are you ready to leave? Yes, I am. We left the instance group. That does take me, and I'm not sure if, I'm wondering if by chance, if now I can go into 7. Yeah, these are getting a lot more difficult. There is 7. Yep. Now we're up to 7 already. I'm gonna have to go through, use some of these Valor Stones because I think we're almost full with the Valor Stones. But I know getting another Curio, there we go. So we added it in there. Again, he is my damage dealer. I'm gonna have to see spells and abilities have a chance to commission the Pocket Factory to build a turret. I'm gonna have to see which one of these are really good. And same with utility. That's what shows me where everything is. But I feel like if we can do more damage with Bron or with Bran, just for the simple fact that we do have him as a damage dealer, I gotta get and up his damage quite a bit. Look at that, 200 gold right there. Not sure whatever the Delve Bounty. We have a couple other things in here. Open it to gain some gold. There we go. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.